Okay, this can be a challenge. Okay. Each pair of points lies on a line with the given slope. Find the value of x or y variable. You know the slope. You got to go back into the coordinates and find what the variable is. So this is example 1. We have 1 comma y. Our job is to find what y would be, and then 5, 5. So slope equals -1/2. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to make an equation. On one side you put your y minus y, x minus x. On the other side you put your slope, -1/2. Okay, then that y minus y, x minus x, we need to get some numbers in there, as many as we can. Now remember, compare your x's, 1 and 5. 5's higher, so I'm starting there. So 5, 5. Then 1, y and 1. What do I do about this? Well, 5 minus 1 is 4, but I can't find 5 minus y. Well, now I solve the proportion. I go A, B, C, D. So A times B equals C times D. So A is going to be 5 minus y. B is going to be 2. C is -1 and D is 4. Now I would suggest you put a 1 in front of that y, so it's a -1y. Okay. Then this side's easy. Okay, it's this side we have to distribute. Okay, so 2 times -1y times 5. So it's going to be -2y and 10. So on that side of the equation, we now have -2y plus 10. Over here, we can just multiply. There's no variable, so it's -4. Okay, then we subtract 10 from both sides. That'd be -14. And then divide by -2. And I get 7. So that's your answer. You don't have to put that 7's the answer I want to see. Okay, we're going to skip the next problem. We're going to go to example 3. Skip example 2. Or we can go over 2, I guess that's fine. So 0, -1. This is kind of a bizarre one. Slope equals 2. So slope's 2. Put a 1 under that 2 so it's a ratio. Okay, because it'd be 2/1. Okay, xy. Now, I can't compare the x's. The reason being is because I don't know one of the x's. So I'm going to start with the x. So 3/x and then -1/0 plus. Okay, now 3 plus 1 is 4. Now, usually if that was like a 3, I'd have to do A, B, C, but when it's 0, I can get rid of 0, and I can just cross multiply and divide. 4 times 1 is 4, divided by 2 is 2, so x is 2. So that's a quick problem, but you don't get that lucky most of the time. Okay, example 3. X -3, 5 -4. And the slope of the two coordinates is -1/3. If it's negative, put the negative with the top number, not the bottom. So y minus y over x minus x equals -1/3. So -1/3 sits there. xy. So I have x and 5. Well, I'm going to start with the xing since that's unknown. So -3/x. Then -4/5. So plus. Well, that simplifies to 1, but that won't simplify. So now I do my A, B, C, D. Because in a proportion or two equal ratios, A times B is always equal to C times D. So A is 1, B is 3. C is -1, D is x minus 5. Okay, so 1 times 3 is 3, that's easy. So we distribute -1 to x, and then -1 to -5. So It's negative 1x and 5. So I put a plus, negative 1x and 5. Then I subtract 5 from each side. It would be negative 2 equals negative 1x, so I divide by negative 1, and I get 2. So again, I wasn't fortunate enough to get a 0 there, so I had to do the long way. Okay, example 4. We have 4y and 8 negative 6. Slope equals 2, but you will be placing a 1 under the 2. So y minus y, x minus x equals my slope 2 over 1. Because we know the slope, we have to get back and find the y. xy, xy. 4 and 8, well, that's your higher one, so negative 6 over 8, then y over 4. 8 minus 4 is 4, okay? Rest of it, I can't simplify up there because I don't know y, so I apply the A, B, C, D method. Okay, so A, negative 6 minus y, put a 1 in front of that, it's a negative 1y, times 1, and then 2 times 4. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8, but over here I need to distribute my 1. Times negative 1y first, then the negative 6, so that's negative 1y and negative 6. You can write minus 6 if it's a negative. So we add 6. It takes me to 14. Then I divide by negative 1. And that is negative 14. Okay. Okay, next example. 2, 4. x8 slope equals negative 2 over 1, of course. So y minus y, x minus x, that would equal negative 2 over 1. So compare the x's. If you have x itself, you start there, 8 over x. We'll pretend x is the higher one. And then 2 and 4. So the negative 2 over 1, well, that's 4, and then I got to solve for x, so A times B, C times D. Okay, so A is 4, B is 1, that side will be easy. C is negative 2, D is x minus 2. Okay, so 4 times 1 is 4. And I need to distribute the negative 2 to the x and the negative 2. If it's a minus 2, it's a negative 2. So it's going to be negative 2x, and then I get to positive 4, so it's negative 2x plus 4. So I subtract 4, and I get 0, but keep on going. Divide by negative 2, and you get 0. X equals 0. Okay, then 4, 3, 5y. Slope equals 3. Okay. Y minus y, x minus x, and then 3 over 1. Okay, so xy, 5 to 4, I'm starting there, so y over 5, then 3 over 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So I'll be taking y minus 3 times 1, and then 3 times 1. Well, this side's easy. 3 times 1 is 3. Then I would distribute the 1, okay? First to y, then to negative 3. So that's 1y, negative 3. So it's going to be 1y minus 3. Then I add 3 and divide by 1. You can divide by 1 or just get rid of the 1. It's the same thing. Y would equal 6. Okay, 2 more. Got 2, 4, and then x, 8, with a slope of -1/2. Okay. So y minus y, x minus x. I'm not solving for the slope. I know the slope is -1/2. What I need to figure out is the x. So xy, xy. So 2 and x. So I'm starting with the x. So x, 8 over x, and then 4 over 2. 8 minus 4 is 4. So A, B, C, and D. So 4, 2, -1 times x minus 2. So that side's easy. That's 8. This side, yeah, not so much. Okay. Times 1x times -2, or x. Be -1x and then +2. So -1x plus 2. So I have to get the x by itself. So I have a times -1, a plus 2. So first we minus 2. That's 6 equals -1x, and I divide by -1, and x equals -6. Okay, final problem. 3y, 3 comma y, and then 1 comma 9. Slope equals -5/2. So y minus y over x minus x is equal to -5/2. Okay, compare the x's. We go y over 3, because that's your higher, 3 to 1, there's your higher x. Then 9 over 1. Well, 3 minus 1 is 2. I can figure that out. But I can't figure out y minus 9. So A, B, C, D. So A times B is equal to C times D. Okay, so A is y minus 9. B is 2. C is -5. D is 2. Well, -5 times 2 is -10. Now over here, we distribute 2 to the -9 and 2 to the y. First times it by y, or 1y if you want to put a 1. It's not really going to matter. And -18. So 2y minus 18. Then I get the y by itself. I add 18. -10 plus 18 is 8. So 2 times what is 8? Well, let's divide by 2 and find out. It's 4. All right.